Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the classical history. The Mauryan Empire was established under the leadership of Chandragupta Maurya from 322 BC to 296 BC. Our knowledge of this period is derived from the writings of Megasthenes, who wrote Indica. Chandragupta conspired with Chanakya, the minister of the Nandas, to overthrow the Nandas. Once he established his stronghold in Magad, he turned his expedition towards northwest India, which was ruled by Seleucus Nicator, the Greek viceroy of Alexander. He completely defeated Seleucus Nicator in one battle after another and started to push him westward. Afraid of losing his entire domain, Seleucus Nicator made a peace offer. He gave his daughter in marriage to Chandragupta as well as ceded Afghanistan, Balochistan, and all lands east of the Sindhu River. Under Chandragupta Maurya, the whole of northern India was united. Trade flourished, agriculture was regulated, weights and measures were standardized. A common currency was put to use. Taxation, sanitation, and famine relief became the concerns of the state. His son and successor, Bindusara, from 296 BC to 273 BC, extended the kingdom further and conquered the south as far as Mysore. His son, Ashoka, from 273 BC to 232 BC, won over Kalinga in 265 BC, and under him the Mauryan Empire reached its climax. Due to his overarching control over the subcontinent, he is still referred to as the great ruler in Indian history. It is said that the conquest of Kalinga, that is, in modern days, Kalinga is what? Odisha, resulted in 1 lakh dead and 1,50,000 prisoners, while thousands died of pestilence and hunger. Stricken by remorse, Ashoka embraced Buddhism. He propagated Buddhism in the kingdoms of the Cholas and the Pandyas in South India, as well as in the five states ruled by Greek kings. We also know that he sent missionaries to Ceylon and Suvarnabhumi. Modern day, it is known as Burma, and also parts of Southeast Asia. He was the first ruler to maintain direct contact with his people through various edicts, which were composed in Prakrit and written in Brahmi. They were engraved on rocks, pillars, and caves, and contained his ideas on matters such as religion, government, and people's behavior towards one another. The emblem of the Indian Republic has been adopted from the four-land capital of one of Ashoka's pillars. The Mauryan administration was highly centralized. The state maintained a huge standing army. Taxes were collected from various sources. The state brought new lands under cultivation and developed irrigation facilities. Under the Mauryans, the entire subcontinent was crisscrossed with roads. A royal highway connecting Takshila and Patliputra was built. It survives even today as the Grand Trunk Road. Stupas were built throughout the empire to enshrine the relics of Buddha. Of these, the most famous ones were at Sanchi and Barhut. The Mauryan Empire lasted a little over a century and broke up 50 years after the death of Ashoka. The weak successors of Ashoka brought about the dismemberment of Mauryan Empire, and slowly the various princes of the empire began to break away and set up independent kingdoms. In 185 BC, the Mauryan king was overthrown by Pushyamitra Sunga, an ambitious commander-in-chief of his armed forces. He started the Sunga dynasty in Magad. After the breakup of the Mauryan Empire, a number of foreigners came to India in waves and contributed to its culture. The main invaders were the Bactrian Greeks, the Parthians, the Shakas, and the Kushans. This was an era symbolized by progress and upheavals of cultural fusion. We will discuss more in the next video. Till then, bye and thank you.